The Team Never Quit podcast is sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union. Now, when you refinance your auto loans from another lender, members could save and get $200. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Team Never Quit podcast. If you hear that sound that sounds like static, welcome to one of the big first summer rains. It's not even summer yet, but it feels like a big summer rain here in Texas. Spring rain? Is it spring? I'm pretty sure it is.
Was it
We got
April showers.
April showers. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We got
It says it in the rhyme, dude.
It says it. Come on, know the rhyme. We actually got a chance to meet today's guest on another podcast. Jimmy Rogers, I think you guys know Jimmy from Boots for Troops.
Oh, yeah.
And he was on their podcast, Sailor Jimmy podcast.
Yeah, Sailor
And we got a
Jimmy.
chance to meet Travis. And he is a retired Green Beret and founder and CEO of Alpha Elite Performance. He's got a lot of great stories to share with us today. Super excited for that. Travis, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
all right, I
good
got
to
a
see you again.
TNQ Nation question of the day coming at you guys. What are you too old to do, but still enjoy doing?
Riding Supercross.
Jesus.
Riding 100 miles.
too old to do or too beat up? Those
Yeah, let's
different.
go
Yeah,
either-
I was just thinking
either
that,
or.
right? Yeah.
Either or.
Too old, huh?
I'm just gonna say working out.
All right.
I'm either
so
work.
monotonous working and doing.
What's that?
So monotonous working out.
Too old to do, but you still love doing, like
Yeah.
watching cartoons.
Maybe.
Okay.
You know, that's the first thing that popped in my head. I
Too old to do. Oh, still love. I was thinking of like an activity.
It could be either.
I was too, but I didn't want to jump out like
we
some
got
punk.
kids. Though. You're
Just
supposed
working
to watch
out.
cartoons.
That's true. That's the best part about having kids. Good. Put on a He-Man marathon the other day. It was awesome. What do you got?
I'm young. I mean, relatively.
I don't think that's really an answer.
Too old to do, but still enjoy doing.
Like suck your thumb or something.
I don't know what to say.
You
to
got a
that,
weird
man.
shit you want me here, man.
Let's see here.
Still wear my hat backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do that occasionally.
I do as well. But I don't know why this one I feel like I need to have forward. You know, but
Some of them do that, man. You saw you
I
didn't feel.
got like a couple
Yeah.
hats I can wear back. They just fit better backwards.
yeah,
It's like a
I agree.
helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
I agree.
Thing.
I jumped a bike off a ramp the other day.
Oh yeah, you mean stuff like that?
See, like, I don't know if I can
Yeah,
still
like-
do that.
like
I
a
still do
vert?
mountain biking.
I watched
stuff,
Tony
but-
Hawk has a special out on TV till the wheels fall off, man, and watching him do those vert
yeah,
bikes.
yeah.
Dude, you guys the man.
Yeah.
You guys are something.
Oh, did you see the Nitro Circus thing yesterday, or the Red Bull deal with the plane?
No, but I talked to
Yeah.
Travis on the phone.
Yeah. It was on Fox News. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw it.
I didn't get to
Watch.
see it.
That was good?
John said it's amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they went
come
up
out
to,
of those
like-
planes. So there's two pilots flying Red Bull planes, and they go into a dive, and they're gonna change planes.
Oh, like
Yeah,
a
they heard-
Batman?
So that when they come out, everything's copacetic, and one of the planes goes into a spin. Well, the other pilot, he tracks and gets in his plane. He goes, "I'm recovered, I'm recovered." And the other guy's like, "I ain't got it."
I didn't make it.
But the tail parachute popped. Here's the kicker, though. So it's a Red Bull sponsored stunt, and the FAA sent them letters like, "Well, you do not have permission to do this," and they did it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So there's
that
probably
Travis?
gonna be
No,
That's how you know you got a lot
no,
of money.
I did.
Yeah. Right.
That'll be all right. Don't mind the FAA.
It's gonna be even cooler now that they just broke the rules, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Is that where they're going with that?
More publicity. No marketing's bad marketing.
It's Red Bull. They'll be able to afford that fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still say
They'll probably sell
Gives
more.
you-
That's
Red
what you get upset
Yeah.
about putting on TV?
pretty interesting. Well, great question. I got nothing for that one.
Because you're young.
I'm
Yeah,
young. I
old.
feel like I'm still
You
cool
can't, a
doing
young
most
person can't
stuff.
answer that question.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's all for you guys.
Bull. What about like trick or
Old
treat?
farts.
Would you go to a high school party?
No, that'd be weird.
Do you still go to a high school party?
No, I don't think. I don't
Do you
think so.
secretly want to go to a high school?
No, definitely not.
Oh,
Definitely not. You secretly want to?
It's a good
Oh,
answer.
come on.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, definitely.
Just trying to help this guy out over here, man. He's struggling today.
Make me look like a crazy.
That's the
Travis,
best part,
what's
man,
up,
is having these guys around.
Tell me where you grew. Where'd you said where'd you grow up again?
Wichita Falls,
That's right,
Anchorage,
Wichita.
Alaska. Yeah, Texas. I was born in Texas, and my father was a PJ when the schoolhouse was at Shepherd Air Force Base in Wichita Falls, and we ended up coming back to Wichita Falls at the end. Well, my parents did after I graduated high school in Alaska. and then I went to a military academy. And
So back that up about your dad, man. That's a secret like society, man. Like you think like most people hear the SEALs and everything like, yeah, we're small. They're not like y'all. There's not even a handful
the
of y'all.
PJs, yeah, they're very small footprint, yeah, even to this day. So he was Vietnam era, did 2 tours in Vietnam.
That's them guys especially.
yeah, was with
The green feet dude, right? I
Yep,
mean,
yeah, had it tattooed on his ass.
On his ass.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a real thing. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, they still give me. I got rescued by PJs, and they give me shit about it all the time if I've got my green feet. I'm not gonna say whether I do or I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
cop to that on a national
He
scale.
was
But
in Pitzenbarger's class, the gentleman who got the Medal of Honor.
Yeah, yeah.
What else? I mean, yeah, just a small footprint. There were some badass, and that's what I wanted to be, was a PJ. But,
bro, I had 8 or 9 of them in my 18 Delta class.
Yeah.
A lot of them are dead now.
You're a Delta
Yeah.
too, right?
no, I wasn't. I was actually an Echo, but I was a regular Army medic.
Okay.
Funny story too, but we got all kind of stories. But I wanted to be a medic, and when I went through selection in '99, they told you what you were going to be. So when I went to the Q course, you're like, you're going to be a fucking Echo, and I wasn't happy with
Was
that.
that during the special they had Ranger babies and when that special forces
18 X-ray program?
Yeah, the X-rays.
Yeah.
That was in 2000, right?
So it started. Yeah, I believe so. I'm not sure.
That was when I was around for that. When
It was
I started-
George
I could
Bush's
hear
thing.
y'all were pissed about it. It's kind of like the same time they pulled the Ranger berets away from them and gave them to 80 or the
Regular, or just
regular. Oh yeah, everybody.
The entire army.
Freaking
Yeah,
everybody, dude.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good idea. And I've been out in a long time. Like I'm an old man now,
Yeah.
and I still say that wasn't a good idea.
That was General Shincheski.
Oh, I know who
however
it
the
was,
fuck you
yeah.
say his name. Yeah.
I mean,
Douchebag,
what
but-
the hell was that about?
Good question, right?
Holy crap,
You
dude!
took this label of death
Dude.
away from some death dealers and gave it to all of the fucking army.
Man, I
mean,
didn't know what that was
Probably
about.
because he didn't make it through selection.
The guy had to have tried out, right? Dude,
Yeah, he was an officer and he didn't have the Ranger tab, I don't think.
you'll
so.
never hear me talk bad about anybody. I'm not even talking about. I'm saying that shouldn't have happened. That belonged to them. That's how you knew them suckers.
Yeah.
And they are what they. I mean, I've been
Yeah.
I've been saved by them plenty of times.
Right.
I'm kind of partial to them, but before they even rescued our asses, man, they shouldn't have. That was their shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's one
Now
of
they're
my.
giving out fucking brays to everybody.
Oh.
Now we have the SF advisors, or no, what are they called? Not SF advisors, just advisors or something. And they have a poop brown, a little darker than the
shitheads?
Yeah, it's a poop brown. You should look this shit up. It's
Are
like
you kidding me?
I swear to God,
You
it's like
can't
the-
make it up, right?
It's like the color of this table that they're putting on their heads now, and they're called advisors. What they did do, they did take away a lot of that FID, away from like the soft element. So who wants to do foreign internal defense? Go out there and teach people how to shoot all the time, So they do a lot of that. But anyway, yeah, they shouldn't have taken.
Well, that's because they shifted all of us over to what we do now.
Yeah. So, but anyway, what was the first original question? It was like, where are you from?
How were you when you went into the military?
Yeah.
So I actually went to a military academy. So I was right out of high school.
Which one?
Wentworth Military Academy in
Say it
Lexington,
again,
Missouri.
Dude, that might be your nickname for around here, partner.
What's that?
Wentworth.
Wentworth?
That's brilliant. Was that what it's called?
Yeah, Wentworth Military Academy. Stephen G. Wentworth.
It looks like Thor, right? Coming through the door with
Yeah, he's a big.
But so I count that as my time in the Army. I went through basic training at Fort Knox, Kentucky, and I went to the military academy, contracted cadet, but I fucking hated it. I played football there, a little JUCO military academy, and I hated it. And my dad was like, "Well, you're not fucking coming home, so do something."
Was he hard like that?
Yeah.
PJs are cool dudes, man. How was that being if your dad's a cool guy, how was he as a dad? Was he a hard ass? Because I'm in that dad phase.
Yeah.
And
He was a
kinda
hard ass
tough,
when
right?
he needed to be.
Oh,
He
check,
was
right.
a fair, honest, but fiercely loyal to his core beliefs, and that was, you're not gonna grow up and quit.
Yeah,
which
fuck up.
I did a few times, and he let me know how he felt about that. So,
Part of growing up.
yeah, right, no shit. But yeah, so I joined the Army. I tried to become a PJ like my father, but the Air Force at that time, it was the Clinton administration, and I had knee surgery when I was 15, and they were like, no. So I went across the hallway. The Air Force said no. So I went across the hall, and the Army
Really?
was like, yeah. The Army was like, we'll take you. Fuck.
Of course.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, how can we help you destroy your body even more? So,
What can we do for you?
yeah. So I went over to the Army, and so I want to jump out of planes. I want to be a medic, and that was the closest I could be to a PJ, because they jump out of planes, scuba, and do all that cool guy shit, and they're a medic as well. So
Okay, so I didn't know about the PJs, like really know about them.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to be a medic too. Same thing. The Rambo thing got into my head. I was like, what do you need to be on any operation, man? You want to be, they need a medic You know, they need a
Yeah.
guy who's proficient at sniper school and college. So growing up, man, I had that line up in my head. When I signed up, I was like, I want to be a medic.
Yeah.
It used to be at Fort Sam.
The Delta course, yeah.
The Delta course was.
Yep.
The day I signed up, they moved it to
Bragg.
to Nam, Vietnam. Yeah, to Bragg.
Yeah.
To Bragg.
Vietnam is appropriate. Yeah.
What's up? And I didn't know that. It turned out it was the longest pipeline to be in to actually get to the SEAL teams.
Right.
I didn't know that. So I'm an Army bastard. I was with the Army for a while.
Yeah.
And that's when I ran into PGs. Was at the Delta course.
Uh-huh.
I didn't even know what they were.
Right.
And when they kind of stuck, they were together. We kind of stiffened them out. Like, what the hell them dudes, man? They
Yeah.
have badass rooms. Like they had leather chairs and TVs and shit.
course.
It was freaking awesome, dude.
Air Force, man.
Air Force,
was
absolutely.
freaking awesome.
Yep.
And then we're at the Army. We're all the greeny beanies, and I didn't even have my trident. I was a SEAL pup.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. We had so much fun. There's Rangers in there across the board. We had a blast, dude.
Yeah.
Freaking
I
blast.
bet.
I'm not a medic.
No. Right on.
No, you're not.
But you both were. But you
Stayed
both
out.
ended up in Hawaii together, though, right?
Yeah, we're always
Yeah.
together. Yeah,
We were every team together.
They
Oh,
only
that's
separate
awesome.
us for a little bit.
That's
it's-
awesome.
Yeah.
I actually remember listening to the podcast with Dakota Meyer. Like you guys switched places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one that named this place Valhalla. When you rolled in that sign up there, he parked that up there.
I saw that, and I did. In my head, I was like, "This looks like heaven." It's
Yep, it
beautiful
is. You're
out
in
here.
there.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the longest we were apart was probably a year.
Nah, too.
Was it? We didn't keep separated by much. I'd bitch complain enough to where he wanted to go do some other things. I was like, no, I don't want to be out here by myself. That kind of guilt trip.
I was supposed to go team 3.
Yeah.
Turned out to
3 or
be
7. He goes, nah, you come out to Hawaii.
went away.
Man.
Still
we gotta
not
go.
a bad place to be, though.
No. And then he had it every SEAL. We
Arguable.
got a lot of work done. Well, we're in Texas, boy. That island fever set in.
Yeah.
I don't have anything bad to say about Hawaii because it took a long time for us to get respect there.
Yeah.
With the local.
How'd you get into, you burned in on jump?
Yeah, I had Eloy, Arizona.
That's it. I've been there.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a buddy who total malfunction. He's got a cross out there. Brad Keys. He was a stud, but
What year was that?
When was that?
2013 is
Okay.
when he burned in out
I was
there.
in 05.
We hear about y'all's stuff
Yeah.
too.
What's that?
We hear about y'all too.
Oh yeah. And I
For sure.
remember, and I was a huge Halo guy. I was on a free fall team majority of my career. But my accident was in 2010, and I was just coming out on final, talking to the boys on a little push to talk and stuff, and the right side. It was a night jump. No MVGs on this one. We called it a night appreciation, where you really had to pay attention to that fucking chem light on the, as you're going out as a team. Anyway, I was coming out on final, and all we can think of is that I hit like a night dust devil or something. Right side of my canopy collapsed. I was right below 500, so there's no pulling reserve. There's no really emergency procedures. It's just praying, and that's what it did. And just spun pretty fast. And next thing I knew, I was waking up with flashlights and fentanyl lollipop. Praise Jesus!
Thank you,
Thank
Lord.
God for
Man, when
yeah,
that
fentanyl
thing-
lollipop is amazing.
Yeah,
But yeah, woke up.
they're lifesavers if they're used right.
Yeah,
I mean, they help.
I remember feeling like I thought that I had landed on like a fence post or something. My mind was just complete garbage at that time, and I was impaled. And
Cactus?
no, I broke my back, so it felt like I was impaled, but
okay,
I wasn't.
Yeah.
I had.
I've done that too.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
By what? Impaled by a fence?
No, broke my back.
Oh,
Shit.
oh,
yeah, you
yeah.
got impaled by a fence too.
Oh, that's true too. Yes,
Remember that? Yeah,
I
dude.
forgot
Yeah,
about that.
I won't forget it. I was right behind you, bro.
Hey,
I
we
remember that. I'll
burned
never
in.
forget
My
that
whole
shit.
stick burned in Yuma
Oh.
on the Hayho, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, bro. And our entire stick ended up in the ER, and I slammed in full wall locker jump,
Yeah.
and they put us out. We never even saw the DZ,
Yeah.
and we came into this. I mean, just right inside this ridge line with the fingers. The winds was just going everywhere, and I mean, got broken backs, dislocated shoulders. One guy landed in a cholla patch.
Oof.
Oh yeah, poison damn near killed him.
Yeah. So
It
you
was-
guys just filled that. Was that Casa Grande Hospital? You guys just filled that hospital up down
Is
there.
that the name of it?
Yeah,
that's
Casa
it. Yeah.
Grande. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Been a lot, dude.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, yeah. And then I got shipped up to the Phoenix one and lived in there for a couple weeks before I went home. But it happens often. Everybody thinks that jumping out of planes with the round chutes is more dangerous than free fall. But I knew far more dudes, especially night jumps, because half breaking that thing, and you're just burying it into the ground. And I feel like we've all had the same surgeries or whatever. It's either shoulders, knees, ankles.
You get
back,
to us one way or the other.
You know. And
Check.
Yeah, and brain damage. So.
Yeah. They
So.
issue that, I think.
Right.
Did you retire medically out of the
No,
military?
I ended up doing 21 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Once I healed up, I went to another program called
what
the
I'm talking
RSE, and Regional Support Element. It was a handshake program out of DC, singleton operation deal. You had to, recruiting, ASO level 3 stuff.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Got it. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. Yeah.
I knew where you were going with that.
Yeah. So.
Now into supplement. You started your supplement line while you're still in this.
I did. That's so. When I got hurt, I thought I was gonna get kicked out, and I was like, I need to fall back on something. So I actually started Caliber Nutrition, which was I was just gonna sell other people's products, and then I turned that into Caliber Nutrition and Fitness, and I hired personal trainers, and they, I built out a gym, and then I built a bigger gym, and then I sold all that to start Alpha Elite Performance in my own supplement line, and started with a product called MPERC. Muscle Performance Endurance Recovery Complex. Everybody loves acronyms, so I just thought I'd go with that.
Ease it up.
And 3 ingredients, and dudes loved it. And it's daily wrong deer antler, a little green tea, and some creatine to hydrate the muscles. And I worked with a marine formulator in Colorado Springs at that time, and
I
started
always been
pushing
curious, when
pills.
you start your own supplement line, you
Yeah.
create something. Where you just go to the store and buy a bunch of shit and add it together? Or
No.
just like-
Yeah, right. Yeah, I call that bathtub steroids, and I
Yeah.
saw a lot of dudes do that. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I got into my own product line. I wanted good, clean supplements that are safe. And you have to buy them from an ethically sourced vendor. A lot of people get them from China, though. But you can get them from all over. Our protein comes from Europe and also America as well, organic, grass-fed. But yeah.
How come we don't have is that it's farmed out on purpose? I get for money, right? But it would be a lot healthier, and if it was here, right? If everything was grown here for our own.
All the ingredients? Well,
Yeah.
a lot of the ingredients you can't get here. I mean, they're, ginsengs and things like that. It's some crazy ass names of ingredients, have to come from
geographical
overseas.
dependent, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So, which is right now, because of supply chain issues and shit, is really difficult to get.
So that's a real thing.
Oh, it's massive. Yeah, even plastics as well. What's up, buddy?
Thunder buddies.
Yeah, even
I
plastics.
need to move. Well, I'm trying to get comfortable. Fucking dog laying on my feet. Smells like shit.
Stay happy.
Sensitive. We'll cut that out.
Because
Yeah, that's all right.
back in the day when we first started working out, back in the 1900s, towards the end of the 1900s, you had the supplement. I mean, it was kind of. First of all, it didn't taste good.
Yeah.
Man, we would just muscle that. You had to have muscles just to muscle that down.
I remember I never did it back in them days. But I remember watching him.
Well, I
and
did.
Scotty try to choke that shit down.
I was a hard gainer. Like, I could not put weight on to save my life. Those
Yeah.
being twins, bro. I mean,
I was happy being skinny.
I had to learn. Trains run on rails. Dynamite comes in small packages. All that crap. You skinny people say to themselves.
Yeah.
It's so funny because a lot of people are like, I need to lose weight. I don't like being big. We're like, well, there's another side of those guys too, right?
Right. Yeah.
So when I joined the military, I got in that government program. It all worked itself out. But
Yeah.
there was a transition when it seemed like there was just an influx of supplements. I mean,
Yeah. There was that period. I remember that. And
remember that?
yeah. I remember, high school football taking cross-tops, which was just pure DMAA,
What was that? Was it Fedra that we could get
Basically, yeah.
straight up
yeah.
in the cap? What was that, it was for weight loss. What was the name of that thing?
There was a lot of them, but cross-tops is what I'm talking. It's exactly that. Yeah.
What was that?
1,3-dimethylene is and it has the word meth in it. So if that tells you anything.
Yeah, there you go. Right, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I remember you'd take 3 and 4 of those before you go play, in a high school football game or whatever, and just be running all over the field, not fucking remembering plays and shit, But that was when it was pretty unregulated, and pro hormones were essentially legal steroids. They were steroids. I mean, there's people in jail right now that, were putting substances in these products as of late and got caught.
Oh, we just heard about that.
Yeah. So anyway. Yeah,
So
I wanted my own product line, a healthy, safe one.
How do you go? I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Like when people listen to our stories and what you have, because like when you drove up, man, your rigs, I could see you come from a mile away.
Yeah.
Right, and to get from where we started, like just in the military wearing the green, and then going, man, I want to do this. Everyone has one of those ideas.
Yeah.
Like all our boys do.
This episode of the podcast presented to you by Black Buffalo, a tobacco alternative. When it comes to the veteran and first responder community, there is nothing like passing time with a good dip, maybe a vape, maybe a cigarette, maybe chewing tobacco. But for a lot of folks out there, you're looking for tobacco alternatives. You're looking for something else that you can do to maybe get that buzz you're looking for. Maybe you're trying to wean off altogether. And that is where products like Black Buffalo really excel. I have not chewed probably in over 10 years. When I used to be a firefighter, I chewed product. I dipped a little bit, but I just haven't done it in the last few years. And so when I heard about Black Buffalo as a tobacco alternative, I was like, you know what? I'm down to give it a try. Their flavor sounded amazing. Peach was one of the ones that kind of stood out to me. Blood orange was another one that I was like, what is that going to be? And so when I got the products in, my little brother was staying over. He's an Army veteran. I know that he dips. And I said, hey, I want you to try this. I did not tell him it was a tobacco alternative. I said, give this a go. Tell me what you think. Give me your initial reaction. And he said he loved it. He said that he got the buzz he was looking for. He said that the flavor was the best flavor he'd ever had in a dip ever, which he tried the peach, which I would have to agree. If I asked him to try it, I had to try it myself, right? So I tried the peach, the blood orange. For me, blood orange flavor, absolutely phenomenal. Seriously, like if they made it out into a juice, I would drink the juice. It was just so good. If you're 21 or over and you dip or you chew tobacco, pouches or long cut, then you have to try a tobacco alternative, Black Buffalo. Black Buffalo is everything you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical grade nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. It's dip literally made from edible green leaves and food grade ingredients with the same flavors and textures as traditional tobacco products with no compromise. Now, Black Buffalo sells their products on their website at blackbuffalo.com. It is available in both long cut and pouches if you're looking for something a little less messy, as well as nicotine-free versions called Zero. So like I said, if you're trying to wean off tobacco and nicotine products altogether, you should certainly check out the Zero products. They produce a variety of flavors like wintergreen, mint, straight, peach, and even blood orange, which is by far my favorite. They are born in the Midwest, raised in the South. Black Buffalo proudly manufactures their products here in the good old United States of America for adult U.S. consumers. They are proud supporters of the U.S. military, the veteran community, the first responder community, and that is why they're going to hook you guys up. They want you to head over to their website, blackbuffalo.com. You can use our promo code TNQ at checkout. They're going to give you 20% off your first order. That is promo code TNQ at checkout for 20% off your first order on blackbuffalo.com. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical intended 21 and older for current adult consumers of nicotine and or tobacco. May not be available in some states. blackbuffalo.com. Use code TNQ at checkout for 20% off.
Did you go to college?
I
You went to Boise. You went to Boise State.
Yeah, I actually, so back to the Army, I actually got out after selections. Talk about when I said that, I've quit a lot of things. I went to selection and I actually was like, guys, I think I'm going to go back to school. And I went to Boise State, played a year of hockey there because I did grow up playing hockey and football. And, my dad wasn't pretty pleased with that. He's like, you fucking idiot. You just went through selection. But anyway, went to school. It all worked out. He was happy. And so I went to school for exercise science. But in saying that, did I graduate? No, the wars were kicking off. And I was like, I'm not going to fucking miss these wars. So got on the phone and went right back in the Army. Have a little less than a year of school that I need to complete, but I mean,
You can do that online now.
yeah. Yeah.
Well,
If you want it, I'm saying.
Yeah.
I talk to all the kids, man, when they're coming up, if they're like out of high school, especially, it's like military is a further on education, like an academy.
Yeah.
At that age, it teaches you your discipline, your study habits, and I've very seldom I'll run across anybody who's gone to college or going to the military and then go back into school and then crush it.
Yeah.
I mean, this dude over here was just flowing through it. And undergrad whipped our ass, dude.
Yeah.
We had way too much fun, right?
Right. Yeah.
Same thing. It's just so if you grow up in it, you kind of have an appreciation for it, but you can get lost. If you got a cool guy dad, it's completely different, right? I remember seeing the dismal walls of West Point. You're like, man, that'd be tough to even go in there. But once you get in there and see it's only dismal on the outside. They do that for a reason because it's damn cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of our history and traditions really, really something.
Yeah.
And it's just a 4-year academy, man, just to teach you discipline, how to sit straight and square up some sideburns and do whatnot, and then go on some adventures. I mean, bro, we got to go on some freaking adventures.
Yeah.
Morgan and I talk about, like, we got to fight in Babylon, you know, in the mountains in Afghanistan. Like, they sent us everywhere.
Yeah.
Together.
That's awesome.
Right?
So when you, I own a business.
Mm-hmm.
I know the challenges of kicking one of them things off, getting started.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's still challenging as fuck.
Every day.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
networking the hell out of it. But where are you at right now with
Well,
Alpha Elite?
we are in year 5, and
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah. But we're not. I just had this conversation probably 10 times this past week in Jacksonville with a bunch of Go Ruck people. Awesome event that Jason McCarthy put on out there.
Boy's good.
And I think he's going to change, like, everybody loves CrossFit and all that stuff, but he took this thing called Savage Race, CrossFit, and rucking, and at the end,
hybrid, right?
yeah, super hybrid, but at the end of these, he called them the Go Ruck Games, it was combatives.
Oh.
Yeah. And so you took
That's- yeah,
these
right.
people that are all about CrossFit and hybrid type working out, but at the end, they had to fight. Yeah, and they loved it. And you can go look it up, but it was called Sandlot Jacks. And it was, the dude is onto something. People loved it. Not one person complained.
Oh.
But where I'm at, I mean, we're at year 5, and it's still a struggle. I've been on kind of cruise control because, I have disability and retirement, and that helps out the family a great deal with medical and all that. It's slow growing. We're not doing anything. I'm not doing anything for fast growth, but we're making ripples, and we're people are talking and asking us, hey, I won't say any names, but hey, let's fly you and the wife up here and let's discuss some things. We'll get a workout in, and so it's things are happening for us. I feel like this year is going to be a decent year for us. So, but we're doing well. We're just under $1 million in sales, and I'm happy
And that
with
whole
that.
slow is
Oh, that's
smooth,
great.
smooth is fast.
What's that?
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. I mean,
Right.
we learned about that. This whole thing that we built around here, like when you first step into it, man, they'll throw everything at you. Like,
Yeah.
and you can get burned up, and then it's a
Right.
quick. But if you kind of pace yourself, like just like you've done it,
Yeah.
5 years is good. Usually 2 is when you find
I
out.
know in business, it sure does help when you get the big ones right up front.
Yeah.
Your growth rate is exponential,
Mm-hmm.
and you're forced to learn. Because I'm the same way you were. I was
Makes
kind of like
sense.
kicking along,
Yeah.
and it was kind of doing one of these, and then I got a random phone walking out of here,
Yeah.
and there was a big one, and it just went.
Yeah. See, but that kind of makes me nervous though right now, especially with the supply chain issues, because my makers, they're here in Stafford, Texas, and they make for their own company. Glaxon is who they have their own product, and they make my product as well. Different from what they make. We, different formulators. But if something big like that were to happen, I don't know that I'd be able to facilitate as much. If AFES, or the Next said, hey, we want your pre-workout in every Next, I wouldn't be able to facilitate that right now because of what's going on in the market.
Do you want to go that big?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think, those are the kind of things that we're gonna focus on after the supply chain issues.
Oh, bro, you know how
start to dwindle.
the next shift in that is you redeveloping that,
Yeah,
because we don't like relying, especially us. Guys
Yeah.
like us, we don't like to rely on the outsiders.
Right.
When did they ever get patched up with them when they were our supply chain or taking us somewhere? We didn't like that.
yeah,
And we got enough guys in that world already who look for something to do. Most of our guys are sitting around looking for something to do.
yeah. Right. Yeah,
And we already know how to work together.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd love to fix the supply chain issues, at least for my industry, and I'd love to make my own products, and I think that we could eventually someday get there. That's a whole nother outfit, though. It's a whole nother business making your own product. But
Well, man, I went back into the farming. Like, we went so far on the fighting side, we came back here. I'm a farmer now.
Yeah.
Tractor and cows and stuff.
I think that's
I imagine all
wonderful.
them guys, all
It's
of
going
our
to be
guys.
challenging to vertically integrate your company, since
What's that?
I think it'd be challenging to vertically integrate a company like yours, just because you were relying on the ingredients and stuff that aren't grown here.
Yeah. I mean,
So what you did? Put one of our guys over there.
I guess you'd have to. Yeah, I haven't even really thought about it like that.
That's what we're here for, bro.
Right. No shit.
No, it's not why we're here.
But
You want
like,
a
I
pen?
know
Write
that,
this down. No,
yeah.
okay.
But I know that this is the year Texas A&M has a program for veterans. It's a business entrepreneurial program that you have to apply for. It's through Syracuse. It's a 5-week or 6-week intensive program online at home, and then the last week is at A&M. And
Yeah, man.
for you have to be invited if you will.
Bro, they just dropped a kick-ass road in between me and you to get to A&M in 30 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was the one that
Aggie Expressway.
Aggie
Yeah.
Expressway.
Awesome.
They even label it for guys like us.
is that the one that goes to between Montgomery and Navasota?
Yeah, it's right over here.
Yeah.
And like in 30 minutes, get over there to get that done. I'm taking a class this summer over for cows and whatnot.
Nice.
But it's because
No, you ain't.
I already got signed up for it. I have to go.
I have to go.
I have to go.
Is it the beef cattle
But
short
there's
course?
some super challenges to owning a business. But like with the ODA, the detox in our sleep aid, both of those, the Special Warfare Center Schools nutritionist got a hold of, and she absolutely loved them. Reduced lead levels and antimony in a guy and a MARSOC guy. The detox, the heavy metals detox did, and the sleep is just you take it once and you get
See,
to REM sleep.
that's good to hear because a lot of people, I would say the vast majority of people don't appreciate what heavy metals in the body will do to you. And an even larger percentage of the military community, especially spec war guys,
Yeah.
as much as we shoot,
Yeah, but
they
getting
don't
all that blowback
they don't
and all
understand
that.
what that looks like inside of them. I only say this because we had an individual that was out of spec war community that was doing just some. He wasn't acting accordingly. Doing some things, some nefarious things that he
Yeah.
normally wouldn't do. Like,
Right.
So after he got out of jail, he came to me and we started trying to figure things out and could not. He's like, I don't know why I'm doing this. And he was being brutally,
Yeah.
it looked like he was being brutally honest. So we started testing everything. And then when the team was like, did we do a heavy metals test on this guy? And when we did, it was off the charts.
I bet.
Off the
Yeah.
charts, and because of the certain metals that he had in him, serious effects on his behavior.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we actually we presented that to the courts.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
what's in there that makes you detox? Because I thought it was just over time that the body pushed that stuff out.
No, it's and I hate to say scientifically dosed or clinically dosed or whatever. It's cilantro, spirulina, broken cell wall, chlorella, and some other things that help. And some people don't believe in congealing and expelling these heavy metals out of the body, but we did our own urine and blood tests, and that's exactly what particular amounts of these ingredients will do. We've got like 50 some odd different ingredients in here, but it's those particular ones and a few others that help to congeal and
It
expel.
tastes good?
It tastes wonderful. That we gear all of our products on taste. If it tasted like wheatgrass or the other shit that's in there, I would not drink it. And so we taste tested a whole bunch of this stuff for the longest time and kept going until we got it right. The berry, I will say, is a little on the more lighter side of flavor, but we have a mango punch that's phenomenal. We just were, like I said, in Jacksonville and sold all of that out, the mango punch, because we taste tested them.
It's funny because it looks like you marketed this thing around things that we get exposed to, just like as military, because you got the heavy metals and then you got sleep.
Yep, and we have a hydration, oral rehydration coming out in the next couple of weeks in stick packs. It's called Rally and Recover. So you can rally and party or rally, point and recover at the.
Yeah.
It's funny how
You know what I
this
mean?
changes as we get older.
Oh yeah,
Those
No
points
shit.
of performance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Would you say who you partnered up with? Is you and anybody
just-
from the teams?
It's
Or?
just me.
Uh,
I started this by myself. I didn't no loans, no investors, none of that. Just deployment money and me.
Research and everything and what it did. Just,
A lot of talking on the phone, a lot of reading. Yeah, and then at one point, somebody asked me to run a stem cell nonprofit, and so I did that for a short time, and that kind of opened the doors to some of these smarter people that could help me with talking about the effects of heavy metals on the brain and what it does, and mental health, and so yeah.
So basically, just being exposed to other types of clinical trials and what kind of people as you were searching out
Yeah.
the ingredients for this.
Yeah.
Opens up your mind.
And yeah, I spent time at the Brain Treatment Center for my own head.
Which one?
In San Diego. When I used to live in Coronado, and I went to one there at San Diego for 8 weeks. And it helped that I lived there because I had to go every day. But just getting educated there as well, and going to Exos, talking to those people and staying
Dude,
in
I
touch with
still
them.
go.
To Exos?
I still go. I just every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing now. Like
It's been a thing. It's been going since 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eight.
And those
The
guys-
brothers in Sheffield brothers, they're with All Eagle.
You know they live right next to you, right?
Yeah.
They're
What I'm
neighbors.
saying is that they're trying to bring the brain treatment machine itself here to Montgomery. They bought a building in downtown Montgomery, and they want that. And then and they asked me if we wanted to essentially do the physical therapy and stuff like that Exos does. We're attached to a gym.
Bro, y'all gonna build one of those out here?
I'm not,
Because this place is growing like crazy.
It's booming out there. It sure is.
I couldn't even believe when we got back how the lake side's grown up down there through 105.
It's maddening though. I mean, we got here in 2020 in September, and I was happy with how big this community was.
Oh man!
Now it's ridiculous. But in saying that, I bought my house for, a fair amount, and I bought the lot next door, and I'm happy I did that. Well,
sure.
We'll see what the housing market does, but it's worth a fuck ton more now.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So,
you got into the marketing business just in the nick of time. All this, everybody, because I don't know how you came in, but each down those, the back roads to the national forests. Also,
That's where,
gleaming.
Yeah.
And those neighborhoods poking up in there.
Yeah,
The big ones.
yeah, they are. Yeah, it's nice. But if you ever want to come work out with us, I built my own gym in our facility.
Yeah, man, we rolled through there. I got buddies over there.
Where's your facility at?
In Summit 15618 Summit Park Drive. It's off of 1097 near the Grand Harbor neighborhood area, but and I say the address, you can keep that on there because we just built out a front store as well.
Hey, man, how can people find you? Yeah, advertise it up, man.
We're online, alphaleaperformance.com, but we also just built a front store because so many people were coming to visit. And
So if you're going to 149, you hang it right on 1097, head towards Willis.
Yep, we're on the left. There's a Shell station, gas station. Yeah, right to the, and there's a storage unit. There's a storage unit on every corner in this state. But
there it is, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to learn how to make a lot of money, man? Get some land, throw them suckers on there.
You guys are right after the corner, across the street from the Shell station?
Yep, right back there. There's a gym back there called Spring Fitness as well, Spring Fitness Montgomery. But we are attached to them. We have our own facility there, and where all our products are at, and built a gym, and
I drive through there.
How about the word got out yet? I mean, like really got
At
out that you're
least
back
3
there,
times a
man?
week.
Because that sucker will friggin' start. Like all our guys know that.
we tell everybody we're ready for it.
We're gonna.
We're ready for it. We're ready for it. But
Don't do the Murph out there too, because that's a big thing.
what's that?
The Murph challenge.
Y'all do that during Memorial Day?
Memorial Day. And, people always looking for places to do that.
I'll
I'm
be
just
honest,
talking about those
It's
races.
not a CrossFit gym, it's a gym, right?
Our gym?
Yeah.
Well, it's our own personal gym. So what's great is it's I'm painting everything black because it's fucking purple, because Planet Fitness hooked us up with. They get rid of their equipment every 2 years, and nobody goes to Planet Fitness and works out. I mean, you can't. If you drop something, you get in trouble. So it's
That's not why you go there.
shit.
You don't go there to work out, okay?
I mean,
Watch
you go
a
there for the
commercial.
free donuts and pizza that they give
Come
you.
on, man, what's up?
Have you seen that? Planet Fitness gives that.
I've never been in one, but
Neither have I. Neither have I.
I
Anyway.
didn't know that. I was
They
You
give
do
you a-
another shit every 2 years?
Yeah, and so we have we have the Stairmaster, the treadmill, the life cycle treadmill, or whatever it is. It's all legit commercialized product. And then I just put in rubber flooring and AstroTurf and Smurf turf, it's blue. It looks like Boise State. Yeah.
hey,
But you guys come work out anytime you want. I would love that. That'd be great. And we have a wall where we've had like Chad Prather, Scooter Brown, and
has Scooter's been there?
Austin Haybar. Yeah, Scooter's. He stays at the house every now and then when he's in town.
I love that dude.
But he was just
You
in
got a
town
climbing
for-
wall out there?
No, but need to do that too. We got fucking 30-foot.
That's kind of clutch, man. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of hidden climbers out here. I'm putting out on the side of the property a ninja obstacle course.
Oh, nice.
I mean, I'll just take those climbing pins and just snapping them into the trees. Hang some ropes from up there and stuff like that. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Be a weed eating nightmare.
I'm too. heavy
Yeah, I
for
don't
that
think
shit,
about it
though.
like that, though.
My very first ODA was a mountain team, and they
Oh,
called
it-
me the Billy Goat because I could carry and I have thick legs, but I could not climb to save my life. Just like when I was on a scuba team for a short period, I couldn't do the 50-meter underwater swim. Even in Cornell,
Really?
we went there for dive recall. and
Yeah.
I was
the
a
thing.
surface swimmer while everybody else was out having fun, and I was just practicing that 50-meter underwater, and I'd
I think it's a
pass
headshot. Yeah, man.
every
that sucks.
single time.
All right, guys, let's take a second to thank our sponsors and friends over at Human. As we age, the fatigue and lack of endurance we feel, we cannot always fix it with more and more caffeine. That's the bottom line, all right? No extra cup of coffee, added shot of espresso necessarily is gonna do the job. You're gonna find out that you're just still weak, you're tired, you're having a hard day, you can't just get that little extra something you need, and there's a new way to start your day. That is Super Beets Heart Chews. They are a tasty treat that give you the energy you need, and they are good for you. No more afternoon coffees, no more energy drinks and candy for a quick pick-me-up. You can add 2 delicious plant-based Super Beets Heart Chews to your morning routine and promote heart-healthy energy for your day without that caffeine crash that you get. And Super Beets Heart Chews' unique, clinically researched grapeseed extract promote heart-healthy energy and normal blood pressure as part of a healthy lifestyle. When I got my last order of this product, my 3-year-old niece, she knows exactly which ones are for her, all right? They have 2 options. They have one that gives you a little boost, a little extra caffeine, and they've got one that does not. And she loves them. She thinks that it's candy. We let her have one. I give her one every couple days. I know it's good for her. It's not bad like real candy for a little pick-me-up. And her mom says, hey, I know it's okay for her. She can have it. I personally choose Super Beets Heart Health Chews for heart-healthy energy. I think you guys should too. It's certainly a better alternative than some of the other candies you get at the convenience store. It is way better for your heart. It's way better for your blood pressure. For me, that's really important. I love candies. I have a sweet tooth for sure. And for me, knowing that high blood pressure runs in the family, I don't want to take any risks. And that is why I use the Super Beets Heart Chews. The grapeseed extract used in Super Beets Heart Chews has been clinically shown to be 2 times as effective at supporting normal blood pressure as a healthy lifestyle alone. Do more for your heart and treat yourself with Super Beets Heart Chews. And for our listeners, you can get up to 45% off plus free shipping at superbeets.com/TNQ. That is superbeets.com/TNQ. That is their best offer available anywhere. Remember, when you support our sponsors, you're supporting us. And not only that, you're supporting your own heart health. Remember, 45% off plus free shipping at superbeets.com/TNQ.
And I was so disappointed because, like PJs, they're fucking scuba dudes too. And, but.
Dad bagging on you. If it makes you feel any better, I almost passed out on the 50 meter, but I didn't. I made it.
Makes me feel a lot better because I did. Actually, it was really good.
I think I moved too much water or something. I just couldn't get it down right.
You're always big? Have you always been big?
Yeah, I've been tall, and I graduated high school.
Can you run?
I used to be able to, yes. Just talked about that.
Because this sucker can run, man.
I did a 6:02 minute mile, I don't know, when I was in my 30s. And now I'm 47, and, now I have fake knees, so I don't run. But
good for you. I don't either.
I waddle.
And mountains kick my ass. You've probably heard too, man. Like I fall. I don't do well.
So back to climbing. I don't want to build a climbing wall or
Don't fucking do it.
Well, I didn't mean for you. I just meant for. I get it now because I can. This dude wants us to climb Everest when we turn 50.
I'm climbing Everest. I wouldn't.
All right.
You want me to go? You wouldn't what?
You would never go.
You wouldn't want me to
You
what?
would never go.
Want me to what? Watch your back?
You would never go.
Beside that point.
That sounds fun, actually.
Everest
Shut
is
up.
cool. What about Denali though? Are you going to start off? With
We're
else?
starting small.
Yeah.
Not to
Kilimanjaro.
So I actually was climbing Kilimanjaro. I live
Which
in
one's in
Africa.
Olympia? Is in Seattle, right?
That's isn't that Mount
Rainier, excuse me.
Yeah, Kilimanjaro's
Olympia.
in
Same thing.
Africa.
Yeah, Rainier is good.
Close.
different continents.
Yeah.
I finally watched that 13 Peaks
Have you seen that,
Netflix
bro?
documentary talking about. Oh, great
Documentary on 13 Peaks. Watch it.
The last one I saw was that dude who climbed without any ropes, and I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
all fucking-
Alex,
Yeah, we'll watch that too.
I was
There's a
like-
new one. There's a new one. 13 Peaks.
that's the Grand Slam of all the 28 plus. I think it's 28 plus. The record was 16 years. He did
do
it.
those?
He and his boys did it 7 months.
Got a crew with him.
While his mom was like terminally ill, right?
Bro, they documented it. Oh, it's good.
No,
I mean, like, when you get to the
guy.
house, dude, turn it on. It's
really good,
raining.
actually.
Wait, so he did it. There's 13, 26.
That's the
20
Grand
and above, yeah,
20,
that's
28
fine.
and above. It's the Grand Slam of those peaks.
Yeah.
And
Is he still alive? How does he
he's a
feel?
beast.
Yeah, he's got to be.
14 Peaks, that's what it is. 14.
14
I
Peaks.
double checked. Yeah.
That's right. 14. Sorry, not 13.
Good lord.
Double checked here. We got it right.
That's
So
that was a prequel. 13 Peaks.
if you can't get through all
He was a Gurkha soldier. He's Nepalese. He was a Gurkha soldier, and he's the first Gurkha soldier to ever be an SBS guy. Guy's intense. He's amazing.
How big is his lung capacity, though? I mean,
He's a
He
Gurkha
climbed
man.
Everest hungover. Pretty sure it was Everest. One of them, he was smashed drunk the night before and just.
It's pretty intense.
That's a gift.
I will watch that. I don't watch too much TV, but I watch
That's a good one to
documentaries.
watch.
We stopped kind of watching TV too, man.
Yeah,
For whatever reason.
I'll watch that for sure.
Impressive dude.
All we used to do
His
when we
whole
were
team.
watching.
There's nothing good on TV anymore.
There's not, right?
No.
Yeah, so
They redo all of our good shows and mess them up. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
It's,
All our-
it's aggravating.
All the
Yeah.
deployment movies.
yeah,
Because that's all we used to do
Yeah.
on deployments, man. I mean, that's why the movie quotes and lines. That's
yes, yeah.
I mean, that's our language. That's the military. That's the real military language that people don't anticipate.
The
'Cause
Will
you can
Ferrell
just-
language.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit.
Team
right?
America, you know, you just kind of throw all
that
that
was on the
out.
other day.
Dude, man. You
So
just,
how long you been married?
Which time?
Let's go current.
Okay, current.
Whichever one you want to talk about.
We're doing. I'm on year 5, going on year 6. Yeah, and like most special operations guys or Green Berets, like I like to say, they're on their 3rd marriage, and
Yeah.
you know, a couple Harley Davidsons and
Yeah.
all that good shit. But I got rid of 2 wives and 2 Harley Davidsons, and met Emily at the end of my career, so she wasn't exposed to
Right.
the things that.
There's a difference.
Yeah, she wasn't exposed to me constantly wanting to be gone, constantly going on deployment and shit like that. So met her at the end, and it's and now we're together 24/7. And I kid you not, we probably had a handful of arguments. Like I think I met the one.
She local girl.
Nope, she's Colorado Springs, where I retired out of. So I just saw her trucking across the parking lot. My business that I started when I was active duty was next to her, where she was a real estate agent. And I saw her walking across the parking lot, and I knew her boss. And I was like, "Hey, did you hire a new girl?" And he's like, "Yeah, buddy, you should hit that."
Roger that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Roger that. We'll cut that out in case she's.
Yeah.
No. She know we tell that story all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's the truth. And then, yeah, she confirmed that with him, and he's like, "Yeah, I said that." And she's like, "Oh, we went on a date." And
So she's a ride or die chick. We married those too.
yeah,
It's like, man, while you're in, it's different for us.
yeah,
I tell her all the time, I was like, man, I don't know if you like me too much while I was in. I don't.
yeah.
But getting out and getting married, it's like I call her the admiral because I can't talk back. You know, when she yells at me, listen to what she do, gives me orders. But when you kind of looked at it like it was a new assignment, like
Yeah.
like a teammate kind of deal, it's
Yeah.
What'd she do?
It's fun.
Emily, she works with me.
Okay.
She also, but she's a transaction coordinator for a real estate company in Colorado Springs. So
Okay.
whenever she just knocks those out real quick, but it works for me as well. And honestly, she runs this business. She keeps it going. She,
Good.
She's the boss, huh?
Yeah. So she tells me what needs to be done. I would be lost if something happened to her.
Bro.
I really would. Finances and stuff, I've just kind of let her, she just takes it and goes with it. And she won't let me in the back to do stuff. You know, we had couple of our athletes out there in Florida this past weekend, and she was just directing, and I just stood around like, the fuck? I'm the owner, but nobody's talking to me. They're all anyway, whatever. So
Hey,
yeah, she does a great job.
Everybody has a role.
But yeah, and no, if my 2 ex-wives are listening right now, you know, they're good people too. My boys, I have 2 boys. They live in Coronado with their mom down in.
We're still on the island?
Yep, yeah, they are, and that lady's a phenomenal mother. So, yeah,
I love Coronado.
yeah.
Dude,
I
when
lived
get
there
off
for
the
3
plane in
years
San
though.
Diego, it's the only other place, Texas, man. I'm kind of like, hey,
Yeah, if you breathe in that air,
man,
it's
that place
beautiful.
is something, dude.
We moved out to the island after I retired, and I was happy to be there. It was phenomenal, but just too expensive. And then politically, I couldn't deal with it and bounced. I told my boys, I was like, they're old enough. They're 12 and 13, 14, whatever. I said, hey, guys, you know, let's get out to Texas. And they're like, okay, Dad, we'll see you. And they come out every month. But, yeah,
That's
Coronado.
the best of both worlds. You know, they get an island and to come to Texas.
Oh, yeah. They wanted to move out here, but that was a conversation. Didn't go over very well, but they're going to remain in Coronado. I have no complaints.
What's it like going to school in Coronado?
Well, so we lucked out.
I'm just curious. I always wanted to ask.
They've been going to homeschool since right before COVID kicked off. We did that because my youngest was struggling at the Navy school down there on the Strand.
Oh, yeah.
And so we put him in homeschool, and he excelled. He's now he's like almost a grade level than where he should be, above. But the oldest is starting his freshman year, and he's pretty excited. But in saying that, I have a friend who moved here from Coronado to my neighborhood. She was on the school board out there on Coronado Island.
Yeah.
And she was a pariah. Like, they just went after her constantly because she's conservative. and she was fighting for the rights for those children at the schools there.
Yeah.
And you can imagine what that
Sure.
school district is like. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
It's San Diego, or it's Sacramento based, if you will. Like they're telling that school district how to.
Right, yeah,
So
it's tough.
if that answers your question, I can't.
Yeah, no, it does. I
can't-
was just curious as to island life and how, because there is a vibe there.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, there's islanders and then there's the military. We kind of coexist together. I was just curious as to what it was like if it's kind of like 90210, but just boom.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They're just too young though to. I can't answer that question other than just what parents have told me
No, I
about
get
that
it.
school district. So
I was just curious. I didn't have to do with anything, but
yeah. But
Hey, Travis, can you tell us a little bit about your nonprofit?
I started a nonprofit, Alpha Leap Performance Outdoors. I was tired of giving my money to the IRS, and I thought, what better way? And at hunting and fishing, all that good stuff. Like what? And I've been on these trips with other veterans and saw that fellowship that happens during and after. And not so much for me, I guess, but some of the dudes that needed that.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can I give back to this? And so I started Alpha Leap Performance Outdoors in taking soft guys on trips like that. And our first big trip is to Cabo, June 9th through the 13th.
what are y'all hunting down there?
Yeah, we're going red rum sport fishing. Yeah,
You
down
taking them
there.
up north too?
No. I went to Alaska. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I went to Alaska, but that was with the Green Beret Foundation, and went up there, and it was a last minute deal that I went on, and that was a good time.
Oh, how can it not be?
Caught a big old king salmon.
I mean,
It's still waiting on that thing to be made. You know how it takes a long time for taxidermists to do that rendering. It's not the actual fish. I brought like 100 pounds worth of fish home. It weighed 57.6 pounds, king salmon.
that's a good one.
And so
A couple of our buddies had their pickup line. We go out to the bars. One was a taxidermist and one was a veterinarian, and their slogan was, "Either way, you get your pet back."
yeah, that's pretty good.
Corey and Fatty and Barbara. Dude, these guys were awesome to go out with, man. They had that was one of the best pickup lines I ever heard.
But yeah, that's the nonprofit, Alpha Leap Performance Outdoors. We literally just launched a website a couple weeks ago. Have already had some awesome donations, helping out with this trip to Cabo. So
Where you got stand down there?
that I don't know. My buddy from Veterans Outdoors, they're out of Georgetown, Texas. We partnered with them, and they took care of the lodging. But I know it's some condos just not too far from like that square where all the boats are at, the downtown part. Yeah, so not too far from there. I'm not sure.
That's
what
the
they're
best
called.
part about all of our guys have been doing a lot of stuff. Long enough, we're starting to pull the shoelaces back together and tighten up the strings, man. Where everybody's, if you don't know something or get something done, all we gotta do is make a phone call.
Sure.
Like one of our guys is in it.
Right. Yeah.
Way in it.
Yeah.
And the longer we do this, man, I just keep seeing that more and more, and that's kind of blessing. That's right. When we got back, they separated us. They threw everybody out back into the States, and you kind of had to fend for yourself and figure out what you were really going to do.
Right.
And then lo and behold, man, we kind of swing it back around to each other. It's good stuff, man.
I like it.
What's next?
What's next?
Yeah,
Oh man.
riding
Good-
this out.
just to grow Alpha Leap Performance, build that out. I really like for this business to be a veteran-owned business. Like I want to hire a bunch of veterans. They're DD-214s, especially guys coming out of like the infantry. That DD-214 doesn't, transfer into much. If they're not going to go to school, come work for me. We'll put you to work, and then hopefully
sales guys, marketing guys, and girls.
that. I mean, you know how you assess somebody, always assessing them, right? I mean, we might get a dude that's just a nug, and all you're going to be good for is logistics and packing boxes and getting that in a truck,
Bro, that's the thing. They love that. You
I
got
know.
guys who love to drive.
Yeah,
I mean, they can't sit in the office. You put them in a truck, man, and they just haul.
Yeah.
You got the recruiters. They need to be your salesmen.
right.
Because if you can get somebody to sign their life away like we do,
Yeah,
come on, man.
I
You know
just
what
met a
I'm
gal.
talking about?
She's a captain, and her company command time is a recruiting office there in Jacksonville. Awesome lady, and I was like, man, I would love to hire her because she's running a company. I mean, any officer who's run their command time.
Think
they're
about what they have to
running a
do. Man.
business.
That's like a used car salesman.
Yeah.
I mean, they're awesome at that. And,
Yeah.
if you
Used car
step
salesman.
back and like plot the military on a whiteboard and put civilian titles over it, and
Right.
what they do,
Yeah.
all the way down to the damn janitors, man.
Yeah.
You could build something because no one will, I mean, even if they complain, it doesn't matter because they still love to do it.
It's true.
That's like
yeah.
that's what their niche is.
Yeah.
It's pretty hilarious. That's why the military runs the way it does. because they can see that and they just stick them like where they need to go.
Right. But yeah, that's next. Just keep growing this business and
That's awesome.
and have fun doing it. We're in no rush. We're doing fine. We're living comfortably. Yeah, and just stay
What
up.
rank were you we got out?
E7.
Then?
Yeah, had a all that bullshit with getting hurt and stuff fucked up, and then going to the RRC. I was in school for a year and a half for that program, and when it came time to actually go take a team, old Lou Palka, I'll say his name, that son of a bitch. Yeah, great guy, but he said go take a team in Germany for me. And I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna drop my packet and to retire. Stuck me in the basement, son of a bitch, and.
So
Yeah.
that just everyone needs to know that there is a basement.
There is a basement. There is a basement. But I will say it
What was
worked
that like
out
being in there with tabbed up though? That'd be crazy.
in the basement. I was down there with other tab dudes. You know, we were running shit.
Holy
you
shit,
know, I mean,
that's
I was the
funny.
S3 air.
I don't mean to be laughing at you. Man.
No,
I'm
it's
not.
okay. It's okay. It worked out because I did go to Germany and I rewrote. It was like a punishment, but it was great because I had to rewrite the air operations SOP for a 10th group. And I went to the medic and got a bunch of Adderall and just sat there and typed for months, you know, because I was going to retire. And I got that job done. And out of nowhere, a buddy of mine, old warrant officer, called me and said, "Hey, Travis, you've got some medical, experience." I kept my EMT license current and stuff.
Dude, that was huge.
And he's like, "And you're Green Beret, and there's this band that needs a security manager with some medical background." And I was like, "Well, what's the band?" And he's like, "It's a band called Five Finger Death Punch."
Really?
Yeah, and I said, "Who the fuck is Five Finger Death Punch?" And he's like, "Are you fucking serious?" He's like, "You're gonna be perfect for this." And I told the sergeant major of the basement, Rolf Jensen, loved that dude. I was like, "Rolf, dude, I just I was on terminal leave, and I told him, said that Chief so and so just called and said, hey, he wants me to go be the security manager for Five Finger Death Punch." And Rolf was just like, "What? Are you fucking serious? Oh my!" So he's like, "It's my favorite band. Get the fuck out of here. Just call me every month. Just check in every month." And had my replacement for the basement. And I, when I was on terminal leave, I went and security manager on 3 tours with Five Finger Death Punch.
How was that? Whole show. We can do a whole show on that, right?
Yeah, we sure can. I lasted 3 tours, and we had a band meeting. I think where were we?
Hey, bless you. Those are tough deployments.
We were in Milan, Italy, I think.
Come on. Hear what this guy's
Yeah, that's
saying?
right.
Yeah. I said,
That's
hey.
that hidden special team.
No, go ahead. Let's get better.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a band meeting in the lobby of this beautiful hotel, and it was a time that Ivan was going through a rough patch, and he was the lead singer.
Yeah.
And he went home, and Tommy Vex filled in for him, and I was just like, you know what, I apologize, and I think I hurt some feelings because I said, this is so below anything that I've ever done in my life, and I don't think I'm going to come back. And it was. I hated babysitting, rock stars. Zoltan was great, but there were some things that I had to sign an NDA that I can't talk about. It might. I think the statute of limitations run out, but still, there was just some things that just a guy who's had to take care of his buddies in combat, and things like that, and then you're dealing with
Rock stars.
yeah, and I just couldn't deal with it. So I did that European tour and came home, and yeah, that was it for me.
We are supported by Truebill. You guys have heard me talk about Truebill before. It is one of the coolest apps on the planet. If you are tired of paying for your ex-girlfriend's Netflix bill, if you are tired of paying for subscriptions that you forgot that you signed up for years ago, then you got to get Truebill. If you did not know this, the reason why free trials renew without your consent, it is because it is a business scam out to get you. You should not let greedy corporations pocket your money. Download Truebill to take control of your subscriptions today. Truebill is the new app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions you don't need, you don't want, or probably you simply just forgot about them. On average, people save up to $720 a year with Truebill. Maybe you've been thinking about buying some new fishing poles. Maybe you've been thinking about buying, a set of golf clubs. Whatever it is, you could probably get that back just in subscriptions you forgot about because companies make subscriptions hard to cancel. Truebill has made it incredibly simple. Just link your accounts and Truebill will cancel your unwanted subscriptions in one tap. Where Truebill really shines is with their Truebill concierge who is there when you need them to cancel unwanted subscriptions so you don't have to. I use their concierge to help me get one of the harder, subscriptions, one of those ones that was really hard to cancel, taken care of. Got that money back. I love Truebill. They save me money. You guys should definitely check them out too. Truebill has over 2 million users, and they've helped save them over $100 million. Don't fall for subscription scams.
But it was a learning experience. Met some wonderful people that I'm still friends with. I still talk to Jeremy, the drummer, every now and then. He's not with the band anymore. Jason Hook, he's not with the band with either. Zoltan on occasion, occasional Facebook message or whatever. But it was an experience, and
That's what life is, man.
Dude,
That's awesome.
Met some great rock stars. I mean, Rob Zombie walks in, and now I'm not a fanboy by any means. But when Rob Zombie, who
Oh yeah,
he walks in, I'm a huge Shinedown fan now because I didn't know who the fuck they were, but now I love Shinedown. Their music's great. Any of those bands that
I'm just over the top, just awesome, and then some of them, which one was just like you're lucky, civil,
like which band or
artist, whatever.
Oh man,
which one was like the worst?
My Guy.
Oh, okay. Well.
I love you, Ivan. I know you're sober now, and I wish I was there for that. But, buddy, dealing with drunk rock stars constantly puking wine all over. I mean, it was bad, and I had to drive him to rehab 3 different times, and it was horrible, and I almost killed him. I almost killed you, Ivan, if you're listening. But he is.
We love you though, man.
Love you. He's sober now, and God bless, because he would not be here if he didn't get sober finally. But I can't remember the lead singer to Papa Roach. Anyway, that dude's phenomenal. Like Jacoby. Yeah, we were overseas somewhere, and somebody came. He's like, hey, the Jacoby from Papa Roach. I didn't know if that was the singer or the drummer or whatever. I didn't know Jacoby, but I knew Papa Roach. He's like, he wants to meet you for some reason. I'm like, me? Like, not Ivan, me? He's like, yeah, he wants to meet Five Ring Death Punch's security guy. And I went over there, and he just really was just asking about, because he heard I was a Green Beret and stuff like that. And but what a phenomenal stand-up dude! Like, just a great guy. Not what you would think a rock star is, and then learning about him after that, and bringing his high school band into a music video that he did, and telling that story about where he came from. Yeah. The band. You always make fun of those band geeks and shit. Yeah. But now look at him.
Until they start playing for you.
Right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we laugh about that too, man. Everyone makes fun of them when you're in high school, but like, wow.
Yeah. But Danzig, you name it. I mean, going on these European tours and you meet all these lunatics, and boy, do you see some shit.
Sure, it's a big party.
You see some shit. I've seen more lines of powder than I've.
You running a lot of our guys out there? Security deal, same thing.
Oh, Taco. You guys know Taco?
Yeah, everyone knows him.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a couple of guys everybody knows.
Yeah.
One of them,
yeah, I have. I can't remember all their names.
That's good, man.
But Dan's a good dude. And
that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you got to leave us with one piece of never quit advice. You got a lot of experiences. I think you can leave us with one.
All those worlds clash together. They're completely opposite.
Yeah,
right.
They really are. Yeah, it's funny how my life went. I mean, because I lost a son, 2 wives.
Lost a son?
When he was little. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's okay. It was years ago with my first wife. Lost my father, who was my hero. 2 wives. Lost many buddies like y'all.
2 Harleys.
No, I didn't want to get emotional. Why'd you have to bring that up? The Harleys. I know. Yeah. So, but something my father always used to say was, he didn't care if I failed or if I succeeded, as long as I tried. So, that's what I tell a lot of people today. Is that just try. If you fail, at least you can say that you tried. So, but hopefully you succeed. I hope. Is that good enough for?
Yeah.
Is that on your bottle?
No.
It should be.
Yeah, but that was my dad. He used to, when I was at the academy, he would spell out attitude in the corners of every letter, because back then we didn't have email and shit, and he'd spell attitude in the letters in the corners of the letter that he'd email me. So, yeah. So
that ought to be under the lid. on top of it, Romy.
Yeah.
Just try.
You know, I don't know why I didn't think of that, because normally I've just been thinking like stay alpha or alpha, you know, something that has
great,
to do with
just try
alphabet.
Dude, man, your
Says it all
dad,
right there.
gave you the whole. He's been giving you the slogan the whole time, bro.
We'll take
Yeah.
2% off top.
Roger that. Hey,
You're
I mean,
welcome.
Yeah, appreciate it.
do. That's what we do, man.
Get those
I mean, we.
mental juices flowing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I heard that loud and clear, bro.
Yeah.
That's pops for you right there.
Yeah, he was a badass. So that son of a bitch went out like a champ too.
Good for him. Was it good?
It was
'Cause we're-
impressive. It
That's
was
awesome.
He was in a hospital. He ended up getting MRSA after
Jesus.
he had lung cancer and prostate cancer, but they took care of those surgeries. But he got MRSA in the hospital, and so he was on this Darth Vader machine because it affected his lungs, and they just shut down. MRSA attacks your body. You know how MRSA works. And this dude was like, just have all my PJ buddies show up, and he waited for family and his PJ buddies to show up, and they all came. And when they were all there, this dude said, "Okay, I'm ready." And he couldn't breathe without that machine. And so they gave him some Versed or something like that and took the machine off him. And that's how he went with his brothers there and his family.
Hardcore, man.
He
Badass.
I mean, he knew when to go. He knew when he was going to do it. And he said his prayers and said he was right with God and went out when he wanted.
Good shit. That's a warrior right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Patriarch of our family just passed away and went in his sleep. It's like, you don't ever get to do that, right?
Right.
Laying next to your lady.
Yeah.
He and I are going to fly a plane upside down through the barn and try and make it
Shit,
like
secondhand
secondhand lions. We're going to try and get something like that. You want in on it?
Yeah, I do. Can I at least be there to watch?
Yeah. We get too many guys, we'll just get a big bus and do the Thelma and Louise.
There you go. I'll jump on that.
What's up, man? You know what I'm talking about? Like, we were that old, we're like, dude, we got to go epically.
Yeah, right.
This one girl, we were somewhere the other day, and she was talking about how her grandma had died, and they were all kind of bummed out about it. I was like, well, how'd she go? She's like, she's in this plane. She was flying and crashed into a lake.
Yeah.
And my immediate response was like, that's awesome, dude. I mean, how'd that happen? Like, when she had this happen, I was like, man, when your family tells that story, dude, they're gonna tell about grandma flying a plane into the lake, dude. It was brilliant. And she's like, I never thought about it like that. I was like, well, you should. You can
Lay there, moan
moan and
matter.
shit, man, right?
Right. Yeah. No.
Dude.
Not down with that. It's happened a few times already.
Yeah.
Well, guys like us, like throwing a hot rod. Right?
You've been drunk before.
before, okay. On purpose and by accident, right? We've been in those situations.
Right? Oh,
Plenty of
fuck.
times,
Some of those iterations where you couldn't stop, but you got to shit.
Man,
Let her
what's
go.
up?
You guys know we have to share love anytime we can for our good friends over at Navy Federal Credit Union. They have been helping us put together this great podcast now for several years. We cannot do it without them. And when you hear the name Navy Federal Credit Union, you might think that that is just for members of the United States Navy. But in fact, Navy Federal Credit Union serves all branches of the armed forces. They even serve the families of service members and veterans of all branches. They are the experts in military finances, and they empathize with members' lives. They go above and beyond to make sure they don't miss out on financial opportunities. I know that I have a lot of friends in my circle, my little brother, a lot of people have told me how incredible Navy Federal has been for them, how they go above and beyond, how they support them with everything that they need, whether it's buying a new car, buying a new house, they got you covered. And when it comes to buying a car, Navy Federal knows it's a big investment. And that is why they offer rates as low as 1.79% APR on new vehicles, along with the flexibility with monthly payments. And all right, Travis, how can people support you? Where can they buy your products? How can they support the nonprofit? All that good stuff.
So alphaeliteperformance.com. You can, go to that website, alphaeliteperformance.com. If you want to save 15%, use code ELITE15 for anybody listening. That'll save you 15% off your entire order. And then the nonprofit is alphaeliteperformanceoutdoors.com. And if you want to support, you can. That's I'm doing that so that I can give my money to veterans and not have to give the IRS. But we'll take all the help that we can get because I've got some great ideas. I got a skydive adventure trip that I want to do. It's more than hunting and fishing.
So are you putting together that kind of a hunt? Like you have to die, you have to jump in with
I would like to do that too.
because we're going to help you.
No, I never would jump out of an airplane again.
No?
I'm done.
Really? Oh well, yeah. 2 injuries,
Skydive?
banged up, dude. No,
Yeah.
we got
I mean,
it.
I'm big. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I want to do it.
Man, how wise gonna do
I'll ride
that
a
like
horse
that?
in. It's good.
That's what
I'll
I'm talking
do
about.
that
It's like
too.
jumping in and getting on the horseback, like the overnight hunts, building the fire.
Yeah.
Guys eat that. Our guys eat that shit up.
Which can be done in Alaska. I've seen that. There's
Sure.
some PJs that they weren't going on a hunt, but the beaches have to go in and get those hunters that fuck up.
Right.
And they always free fall in. And instead of landing a helicopter, like, let's just jump in, you know? So they see them exiting that C-130.
You can actually give guys their jobs back.
Yeah.
But instead of us going in to hurt people, we're going solely to help them.
I guarantee you there's a lot of businessmen out there that would pay a lot of money to strap themselves tandem, you know, with their gun to go in and hunt a moose or a bear or whatever.
Right.
You could put that shit
Dude,
together.
are you kidding me?
Yeah. And there's a lot
It's
of
one
people.
of those executive packages.
Yeah.
Like the three of us walk in suits to a board meeting and just.
Kidnap them.
Yeah, like the most dangerous game kind of deal. Like
That would be cool. Like, don't tell anybody. If you tell anybody, we'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
But you're leaving your office right now and coming with us.
Dude, just walk in there, throw that fucking parachute on him and throw his ass out the window. They're like, what's up now, punk? This is how this works.
Oh shit. That would be awesome.
I mean, if your whole crew puts you into it, how are you gonna get out of it?
Right. Yeah.
And if we facilitate it, because we used to call it the grid. Like enough of our guys are in enough spots to where we can.
In my last couple of months doing things that I've been doing, I've met some pretty well-to-do, high-level executives.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a couple of them, like, hey, what about your C-suite? Should we do something like this?
Well,
You know
think
what's
about this
crazy
dude-
as our guys are, that they would do. It's just sitting there waiting for us to do that. They're looking for shit to do.
What did these businessmen do to go to space? They paid $55 million each to
just
go.
Barely in.
Yeah, to go. Yeah,
Man,
into
we'll
what-
give you a ride like you won't forget.
yeah, to go to the SpaceX thing or whatever. Well, they went to the International Space Station, didn't they?
I don't know. I thought that they went just like into the first
Yeah, kinda.
layer.
No, the businessmen that just went to the space station.
Oh, I didn't
You can Google that.
that.
Yeah, they
$5
paid
million?
$55 million each to go to the space station. They just did this, like 2 or 3 of them.
All right, guys, I'm in it with you.
And
what are we doing?
they got.
So does that take credibility away from the
They got
astronauts?
stuck.
for 3 extra days?
Nice.
Yeah, 3 or 4 extra days. Yeah.
Well, it's
You
worth
didn't
the
see
money
that?
then.
That's how I learned about it because they were talking about civilians, the first civilians to be in space, and they got stuck at the space station for 3
Like
extra
a
days. or some
Shitty
shit.
layover.
I had a layover in
LA.
space.
Yeah,
Layover in space.
but it was $55 million is what
Mm.
they paid to do that.
If you got that kind of fuck you money, and
That's big time fucking
Dude.
money.
That's like Elon. He just bought Twitter today. It's a done deal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So we
That's fucking
It's
money.
54 billion.
Yeah.
around here, it was like, hey, once our billionaires started measuring their dicks by their rocket ships, not their yachts, we switched to a different dimension. Like, we're in a different era.
We're on the
We're on the.
we're on that glide slope for
Right.
sure. So that's done. Old Twitter was.
That went down.
It went down today.
I'm excited. So
Free
people
speech,
who
here we
lost
come.
their
Doesn't
I
really
mean,
change a heart from them,
I
right?
wonder what the first person.
Donald Trump, I guarantee you.
He does that.
And does he kick the board off?
I bet.
He's bagging on that board so hard.
$44 billion
I mean,
deal.
the leader of the Taliban has a fucking Twitter
I know,
account.
right? What do you?
Donald Trump
Come on,
doesn't.
dude.
That's wild.
So I don't have one. I was kicked off of Twitter too, so I've never went back.
Maybe they'll let you back.
Nah, I don't care to go. I deal with this social media, and it's
It's a lot.
pain in the ass. It mind fucks me. So
It's a
Oh,
lot.
people can forget how the American people are getting real tired of bullies quick.
You know sriracha sauce,
yeah,
right? So the guy is a Vietnamese. He's Chinese from Vietnam. He moved here, created sriracha sauce in his kitchen, and was just taking it to the Vietnamese restaurants on his bicycle,
Yeah.
and then it started to grow. Obviously,
the actual sriracha.
the sriracha sauce.
Okay.
So sriracha sauce is made in America.
Yeah.
Always has been. Never ever came from anywhere overseas. It's an American-made product.
Yeah.
But if you look at the bottle, it's all written in
Yeah.
Vietnamese.
Yeah.
The chicken, he was born a year of the rooster.
Okay.
That's why it's on there. That's
Yeah.
the only reason. He has one farm that produces all the peppers for him, and the farm's the only person that they sell to, right? They do 30 tons of peppers a day. I think it's 30 tons of peppers a day.
Where's this at?
It's in California.
30
And
tons.
has never once ever marketed it.
That's crazy.
And he's like, when COVID hit, we started selling more. He's like, I don't need to sell. He's like, I don't know where it goes. The owner is still running it. He's like, I have had the same bottle for 6 months. He's like, I don't know where it goes.
Right.
No shit. He's always that same
not
bottle.
marketed at one time.
Never seen it.
Hopefully like yours, it grabbed a cult following.
You just gotta have it. That's something you just have to have in your deal.
Yeah.
It's like with dental floss for most people.
Or beer
It's
salt.
sitting in there.
Yeah.
I mean, what
That
did you
is
say?
funny.
Beer salt.
Beers, yeah.
We have sriracha, and I can't remember when we bought it, and we haven't bought one
It
since.
comes with the fridge.
I think it came with it. Yeah, it must.
You know what I'm talking about?
It comes with the
Where the fuck this come from? You know? Yeah.
He makes 3 different kinds. The most famous one, obviously. All it is chili peppers, garlic, and those peppers.
Huh. The only thing
sugar. I'm sorry, sugar.
The only thing I know about sriracha is that isn't it hard to live near that facility or something like that? Because it just reeks of
how could it not be,
sriracha.
right?
I doubt it.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah, but
I bet you couldn't mass produce some heavyweight peppers. Have you ever watched Hot Ones?
no.
Oh, that's the best.
Dude,
Hey man,
it'll make you piss yourself.
you
It's
need
so
to
funny.
laugh. Like you're having a bum day.
Yeah.
Just throw it on, bro.
All right.
They really did a great job on how to do a proper interview. It's just you and your buddy sitting
Oh,
across.
hot ones. Yes. Eating the wings.
Eating the wings.
Yeah, the wings.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
I just watched one with Josh Brolin.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
Yes.
I watched that the other day
Yes,
too.
where he's just like, he's like, I'm sweating. Yeah,
What's
yeah.
happening?
Yeah, right. Have you guys seen that? It's on Netflix, I think. If you have Netflix, but it was like just weird sports and shit. Like you chase a wheel of cheese down the hill, but one of them was a pepper eating contest, and this guy out in North Carolina has the ghost pepper and all that. But then he just crossbreeds.
Oh yeah, the Reaper.
Yeah, Carolina. But these
Yeah.
people eat them like it's nothing.
Oh.
And they got to the end hoping that one person would be standing, but there was like 3 or 4 of them, so they had to do the chili off, the overtime part of this.
This is on Netflix.
Yeah.
All right.
It's something about I'll get it
Yeah,
to
go,
you. but
text me that when you.
it's fucking insane, but these people are just, and it's a little gal that wins. She ends up winning. And they start off with a jalapeno. I start crying when I eat a jalapeno, but
I get debilitating hiccups.
I just
Yes.
sweat.
I did. So we ghost pepper chip challenge. My son
You
bought
did
one.
that?
Yes, never again. Buddy, me and the kids did it at the office. I started eating that shit and hiccuping, and sweating and crying. And my kid eats it too, but he's not hiccuping or anything like that. My youngest son just licked it and he was done. But it fucked me up. Like I had to lay down on my stomach, salivation. I wanted to throw up so bad, but it was just salivation out the ass. And then I felt good and got in the truck. We were going out to the property to shoot. And on the way there, fireball in my stomach again. Round 2 hit. And I had to pull over, thought I was going to shit my pants. Yeah, but I didn't. I wanted to.
Let's do it.
And then I thought I was going to throw up again. I laid the bed of the truck down, the tailgate.
So you have to lay on your belly.
Oh, yeah. So I crawled up on there and just laying on my belly with my face just hanging over the edge, just salivating again under the ground. It was the worst experience of my life. And so
It's so funny seeing that when you're
I know,
driving down the
right?
road.
You drive
What's that
by,
guy
what?
doing?
it was right off of I can't. It was not 1097, but anyway, I'm sure I look stupid. Like what the fuck is wrong with this guy? It was right off the side of the road, and I'm just hanging off the tailgate, and Emily is like taking pictures. But also,
really? She's got some? Because we
Yeah.
might need. That's awesome.
we need
and
that.
consoling me, and my kids are laughing, but I wasn't playing. That fucked me up. That chip, one chip.
Dude.
I bought it at Kroger's there in Montgomery, and I'll never do it again.
If you're not aware what debilitating hiccups, they last for days. Like I would, and it's kind of I had to bend over. I would punch myself and trying to lift that thing.
Make it go away.
You never had them that bad?
No, I only get them when I eat hot food and they go away. But
That's the same thing with me.
No, we have it for days.
For days. Like so, every now and again,
days.
I'll piss Melanie off. Like
Ugh.
Stanford time, she'll try and kill me. Like she'll put some hot sauce in something and I don't know about it. And she's Cajun, dude. She'll try to kill me. Well, she knows it'll almost kill me. And as soon as it hits our mouth, it's like getting kicked in the nuts. It's like, and the first hiccups like that, and like woo, 3 days later, I mean, you just.
Is it only certain types of peppers for you guys?
What?
Because I eat crawfish. That's pretty hot,
What?
relatively.
No,
that's a different kind of
that's a
hot, though.
Yeah, it's not.
That's a spice.
It's like spice, yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever that stuff is in the peppers, man. Send you on a journey.
yeah,
I mean, taking it to the freaking spirit world, dude.
yeah. This chip,
Yeah,
dude.
but
A shaman giving you guys jalapenos.
I really
See
thought I was
that
gonna
one
poop
fuck-
myself.
Shaq's on the ESPN. He goes, "I'll eat this. I won't even make a face." You ever seen that?
No.
Oh, dude. Have you
Who
seen
does?
that?
Who does?
Shaq.
Shaq?
He's like, "This is nothing to me." He eats that chip, dude, and he's sitting there. And I mean, 10 seconds into that.
The hot chip?
Oh, got it, dude. Huh?
The hot chip? Or
The hot chip, yeah. Yeah.
He did make a face? Is it
Oh, buddy.
good?
Made more than that.
What? Dude, y'all need, that's hilarious, man. He's like, this is nothing to me. Just chewing it up. And I don't even know if it was 10 seconds.
It wouldn't even have anything to do with being
something
tough
made
or
him
not
cough.
quitting, like a never quit moment for me. Like I just know. Like there's some things in life, man. Like I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, I'm telling all the if this is being recorded, I'm telling all the dads, don't fucking listen to your
Don't
kids.
even
Do not
shit.
do it.
Yeah, your kids they'll mess you up.
He fucked me up, and I really didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I was like, how bad could this be? You know?
Because we've been through some shit.
Yeah. How bad? That would have been on something. I would have. How bad? I mean, seriously, how? I mean, my lips on fire and that thing.
I don't even say that phrase out loud.
I've never done it. I never will.
No, don't. And it's not even a good taste. It's a weird, gross, hot taste that goes away on your mouth probably in 5 minutes, but it lasts in your stomach. And I think it liquefies. Yeah, I shit my pants. So coming out later too.
That's awesome.
Burn on the
Yeah,
south side.
okay, I call that the dragon. It's like imagine like from the movie where there's a dragon. It's like
Yeah.
Was it like 500 feet long when that fire blows? That can literally.
My little wrinkle grommet was on fire.
What's
for
up,
days, man?
That's when you need
Man.
those. That's when you need that water thing.
Yeah,
that shoots
bidet.
in your head.
Yeah. Oh, I was stood in the shower. Trust me, I've seen some buttholes in my days. And, yeah, I was like, there's
Guys don't
spices
get
in them
stains
little
in the shower.
cracks.
Dude, crevice, it's like sand. Shit just
Yeah.
goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, pull that shack thing up on there.
All right.
World's hottest chip. World's hottest chip. And I
There it
faked
is.
around it, made like I put a real, like a regular chip on top of it.
And you got some of that powder on
Powder
it. Yeah,
sticking out on the, and it felt like I went to the dentist, and my whole mouth is numb right now. This is incredible.
What's it called?
Don't ever do this at home.
That's a Pacquiao chip.
Pacquiao.
Don't ever do this chip.
It's the same
At
thing.
least all you got was some of the powder because we were taping the Facebook outside the NBA.
Man, I'm getting the chills because I remember this feeling.
Guys got PTSD.
Yes, it's bad, man.
Scott,
I don't get it.
that's it.
Whoa.
And the fucking thing's
We're gonna
$5.
say it now, we're gonna say it like, Chuck, I bet you $20 I'll buy the chip, won't even make a face.
Man, without making a face.
You must not know what fraternity I'm in. Tell him, man. Omega's 5'5". Still we die. There's nothing to make.
Boom.
I'm just coughing.